July 12th, 2014, another episode of Iron Fist Mining. I got my dual inline classifying sluice of doom going. First sluice, classifier, gold falls down, goes into the riffles that are underneath that deck that carries the rocks out, so no rocks in my sluice. Anyway, the water's super high, and I can see the trails of the black sand in the high water. This camera's probably not going to show it, but right here there's a stripe on that inside bin. There's a stripe. Now, you'd think that'd be a good spot to dig. It's just the coarse sand that washes up there. The majority of it seems to come to the outside band. So you can kind of trace where it goes, and wherever the black sand's laying down, the gold's also going to lay down. That's a good tip. But as you can see, there's no long, fat stringers. If you get into a system like this, it's just spread out like a fan. So finding a big clump of gold is like a rock in a hard place. So I did some spot pans on this bank right here, and surprisingly a lot came up. And what I'm looking for is that mercury sand stuff. If I find an abundance of that, usually I find decent gold in the same area. Yeah, it's kind of a wannabe crystal. Seeing lots of quartz. So I'm going to try digging this up and see what I get. The water's really fast. That's like double fast that I like to use this. But with it being a completely submerged system, the pressure on the bottom usually keeps the gold in. So I can run it fast and just douche, douche, douche. And that's the secret. You want a lot of gold, you got to run a lot of dirt. Period. So let's see what I can do. Got some gold in there, but I'll whip out the other camera so it shows up better. And I just dug from there over to here. Oh, and then some in there. So just right in front of me, kept it close to the sluice, so I was able to run quite a bit. Let's see if this camera will pick up the tailings line. That's where I have my sluice. And the tailings go from here clear down out to here, so 7-8 steps, quite a bit. Now you can kind of see it. I know the camera can see that. With it being high like this, it's really hard to find the gold, but I'm finding little crusty layers of compacted concrete-ish type of material. I got some good crystals too. A couple of them are beat up, but like I said before, the clearer the crystal you find, usually you find some good gold, and I got some decent chunks. So let me get the other camera and I'll show you the pan. So there's pan number one. It's a little bit chunky, as you can see by some of the chunks in there. Getting close to the bottom, I might dig a little bit longer, I don't know. Alright, so I got the pan done on sluice number 2. I had a lot of mercury, so I was just using a little bit of hand soap. I just put it in that container. Then get rid of the black sand. Got a magnet and a piece of plastic. Anyway, there's the gold. This camera's not going to really show it that good, so I'll get out the other one and show you. So there's pan number 2. I ain't got a lot of time left on this, but there's some good color. Not bad. I'll come back and show you what I got for the day. And there's today's take. Not too bad. So I don't have a lot of time on the other camera phone, so I'll get you up on this, give you a little talkie-talkie. There's today's total. All blurry, because this camera sucks. It's not a bad amount of gold. It's not a great amount of gold. But there's some nice little chunks in there. Can you see them? Can you see them? They're right there. Right there. Little nuggets. 3 little nuggets. And a bunch of flour gold, man. Be enough to do like a fingernail, I guess. Big old, yeah. So, I'm going to pack up all this crap on the Mule of Doom, and then what I'll do is I'll go back to the house and I'll show you the total amount of gold that I got so far for the year. Okay, so there's like the total I have, and that was today's. Can't really see it because the bottle's fogging up. It's not very much in there. This is roughly 8 grams, and the big button I melted down. So that's not too shabby for bringing this home every time. Kind of happy with it. Look at all that shiny. I'm going to stop melting it, just keep it dust.